Hello, this is Vulturefire. This is patch 8008, which is technically 2 weeks into the beta, but just today, a decision was made that several of the pieces of content that were originally planned to be in this patch have been moved to the next one, which will be the final, the 1.0 patch, I believe. So, because of that, I have all the videos that I have recorded already this beta will instead be going up when the next patch goes live. So for now, this is going to be my first video on this beta that's going to actually go public. So plan here is to try out Reflect Paladin, because One Day has mentioned that a number of the opportunist actions have changed, and he believes that it's worth trying again. So I need to figure out how I'm going to adjust this list. I think one of the changes... So one of the things that I want to do, I'm considering adding here is Frozen Solid, which will let us get shield every turn, which is pretty nice. Freezing enemies is kind of a mixed bag, all things considered, because the upside is obviously they don't get to act. The downside is they won't get to attack into our reflect or counterattack, but I think overall that is still a net positive for us. Apparently I was running 2 Accursed Ceremonies before, which I don't think is the thing I actually want to do. I think I do want pocket cards. Yeah, I only want 1 Accursed Ceremony. I think... What's the mana situation look like here? Question is, can I afford to cut Hobble? I think the answer is probably no. So my thought process here is that I want to get some more sturdy whatever generation for energy generation for guarding tactics, which means I want to get a Voltaic Surge in here. And then I can probably then, with those, justify a Distill. And then, let's see. So, part of it comes down to whether I want the Accursed Ceremony or not. The Accursed Ceremony has a few things here. One of them is it will let us trip Guardian Tactics, or trip the counterattack on Guardian Tactics. It gives us a safe target for Careless Defense. And just generally has some uses there. Like, the Shades shouldn't be a problem, and we can get value out of killing them. I would like to get Growth going. Makes it harder for us to hit 0 mana, which could be an issue. This starting deck, I'm not totally sold on. In particular, the Frozen Salt. We are relatively low on mana, and the Frozen Solid could be a problem. But we will see how it goes. So the card pool. Some of the opportunity attack cards have changed. Obsessive Study is new, and I like it. It used to be... I think this used to be Goading Glare. Or Goading Bolt, rather. So you draw 2 without increasing the fatigue counter, and we trigger the opportunity attack for the enemy, which is pretty good for us. So, it's like a shade. I think we do want Mystic Shadow Blast. I don't know that we want Forbidden Riches. I don't know. These are all kind of okay, but not necessarily quite what we're looking for here. Endure, I think, is worth it. Mind Shield can probably go. It's one of those cards that's like fine, but not necessarily exactly what we're looking to do. I think. I think end of story, end of thought. We definitely need more mana cards, better mana cards. We need more mana cards, I say, shortly before cutting a mana card. I think Emergency Shield is probably good. I think Icy Revelry is usually very good. Color Calculations is good, but expensive. Basically, it comes down to, do I actually want another Careless Defense? I don't think I do. Flood of Insight, well, let's finish fixing the non-research. I think Assault Protocols, I don't think I'm sold on that. I kind of like that more than like another Guardian Tactics has the problem of like being kind of awkward. It is a way to stack Reflect, like it's one of the only ways to stack Reflect, but I don't think that is enough to justify it in the pool. As far as the epics go, I am not a huge fan of Flood of Insight now. Mystical Bloom is borderline, I think. Thinking through which mana cards I want, which cards I want overall, really. I think Heroic Recovery is now something I want. We aren't really stacking Powerful right now. That seems okay. I think I like that more than I like Mystical Bloom. I don't think is quite going to be useful to us. I could be underestimating. Elemental Barrier is also a card where it's like, I don't know how much I like it, but we'll try it. Mostly, this is a deck that really wants to find Spiked Shield and Barbed Mind, and if it can find those, it does great, and if it can't, then it can kind of spin its wheels a bit. Our mana situation is pretty dire right now. I think Blazing Ritual... So, Blazing Ritual, the reason that I'm going back more than Blazing Ritual is it is potentially good. Like, it is a good mana card. However, it carries the downside of making it... Like, it is the sort of mana card that doesn't necessarily go great with the pocket plan that we are starting with. But I think regardless, it is overall enough value that we do want to have it. So I think we're going to go with this, and we will see what happens. The Reflect deck is awkward in a number of ways. Okay, yeah. So this 7th idol, pretend that that's not there. Okay, so this set of 3, that should be hopefully okay. We are fighting Paladin, which means we are absolutely going to need to prep Void Hardened Skins. We will get a lot of opportunities to try and find it, though. If we were fighting Thornberry here, it would be worth going Forest, I think. But without Thornberries as a possible fight, we don't care. There are monster cards that give Reflect in both of these 2 areas, so that's the plan. Take the reroll, take that, take the extra max health. And we'll see how it goes. This is probably the most tempting of the things. All right. So normally, first note here is that of course we do not have any Barbed Lizards, which is the enemy that drops the card that we actually want. And none spawn because the game knows what you want and denies it to you. This would normally be great for the Elemental Prowess, but we don't actually care, really. Like, we can't leverage that. This fight is technically a little risky, but should, I think, be fine. Storm Calling is okay for us. Recycle Armor is pretty good, and so is Devourer's Strike. I don't think either of them is crucial, but they are both fine. I think going here and then forcing... I think we want to get a Void Hardened Skin as soon as possible to ensure we have that. I don't know if we'll bother going through these 2 fights. Again, like, these are cards that are very good normally, but that don't do much for us. Really, there's an argument over whether we should have gone Ramparts at all, just because there's only really the one enemy, and it's a relatively rare enemy that gives us stuff that we really care about. But we're here now, so... So we're going to play weak here, I think. Actually, going to trip that Opportunist. Okay, this is a lot of... This will absolutely kill you. It will also kill you, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then just to get that damage out. We just do that. There's no point in burning the energy on... Oh, right. You still lose 1 energy if you use it with 1. That's fine. Better than losing 2 energy. Alright, and this will give us the kill. Cultivate's fine. Give me a second. I have been blork. Alright. And now going here. Okay, I really need you to not be in front of the screen. All right. That's still gonna, yeah, it's gonna trip bleed. It does also attack us though, which you can deal with that. Oh, right, of course. I was trying to figure out where all of our extra status was coming from, and it's because we are Paladin. Alright. Probably need more card draw. Because we have that, but it's not much. It's actually... doing that largely just to abuse. Yeah. I was hoping to get a second detonation off here. I don't think it's worth it for 1 detonation. So my big worry with this deck is kind of, it's kind of always the worry with this list, which is that you will just not find... Because you have the 2 cards in the draw pot in the card pot pool that you actually really want to find, and which are the Barbed Mind and the other one. And if you can find those, you're in good shape. If you can't find those, you are less in good shape. I think we just take event. It means that we can't. Do we? I'm still not totally decided on which direction I want to go. Events mean we don't pick up cards, but in some ways, like, fishing for cards is actively good for us. So we don't really care about either of these. I guess the Verminous Assault might be okay. Mind Tap's not... I mean, like, we would take another... If I was like, we don't want to take too many more idle cards. The big thing is, this fight might be unwinnable for us. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more this fight is probably actually unwinnable for us. This fight's not going to be pleasant, but this fight's probably unwinnable. So, if we can't find a Barbed Mind or a Spiked Shield by the time we get to the end of the area, I think there's a very good chance that I have to just restart the... I just have to bail on the run. Like, I think it is that important that we find one of our key cards by then. This is a little awkward right now because I don't want to ice block any of these. Well, probably okay with ice blocking that. So one of the awkward aspects of the deck, right, is I want on it's kind of torn between two warring goals, which is the deck wants to be a reflect deck. So like you don't want to take too many cards that don't directly support that strategy. However, on the other hand, you want to be able to actually, in fights. And there isn't really reflect support in the starting list, which like you have the counterattack whatever, which is something. It's better than having absolutely nothing, but it's not amazing. Let's see, I think we're going to do this on that. Mostly just to, get this. It's 8, tick, tick. Alright, that isn't too bad. This supercharge is kind of a waste, because we can't tag that easily. You just go for mana. And then I think I cleanse off. Just go triple cleanse, actually. So you're now bleeding. Oh, I should think about the fact that Ice Flush are actually a bit of a hindrance because they increase the amount that we will be smashing our own cards. Punished for the misplay. Just pitch those, put that back on top. Oh, I should have played that before I shuffled. I wasn't thinking. I am really regretting getting rid of that one thing, the assault card, because that would have been massively helpful for letting us actually close this out. Or the Forbidden Ceremony. Losing Forbidden Ceremony may actually have just ensured that we are stuck here for the rest of our lives, especially those huge lifesteal hits. Like, we get to prevent this lifesteal hit. Honestly, don't need that. But yeah, without the ability to set up debuffs on the enemy, I may have made a terrible mistake. Oh, whoops. Keep getting Fortress when I can. Yeah, because it's got 80% lifesteal at this point. I don't think there's any way we can win this, because we aren't actually net positive on whatever. Oh, I guess guess there's a hope here, which is that we can kill with this bleed turn. Yeah. Alright, looks like bleed is going to come through to the rescue here. Alright, that's a mana card. Oh, but it's going to cost 1 too much. Alright, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we got him. Okay. So, the bleed from hunger saved us, but that does mean... I think we need this Arcane Nova. I don't think we can win without it. That's fine. But I like having an ice block just set up to start getting a shield. Start ticking into the plated there. I don't actually fully love spending that energy, but I don't think not spending energy was a realistic choice. And then we can ice block that, which is actually going to freeze. Naturally, on a turn where they're all attacking, but that was a mistake. That's a bug. So right now, apparently, you cannot summon shades in full fights, which is unfortunate. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal for this deck, but obviously that bug affects Rue quite a bit. Presumably that will be fixed sooner rather than later. I mean, it'll be fixed by the time that any of you guys are able to play this. It's the important thing. Go ahead and pitch that, because we're going to freeze ourselves here. Oh, right, we don't, because we get extra... I didn't think about that. That seems relevant with the amount of poison we have right now from the poisoned blood. We can definitely use recycle though, so we're absolutely going to take that. Maybe even upgrade it. No ice block this turn. I think that's fine. Wow, we are actually taking major damage here. It's mostly the fault of that poison blood. Stacking a bunch of poison on the previous turn where we couldn't really do anything about it. All right. We can supercharge it next turn. Poison blood is up again. Maybe I should get the powerful here. And then... I think we just lock in the kill here. Let's go. Get weak out. Alright, there's one down. Pop. I think we just refreeze that. Mostly just because there's no point in letting it shield set up and oh, I have kind of messed up here. But it's fine. Oh, I didn't realize we didn't have space in it. Well, it's fine. Fortunately, the bleed saved me from being messed up by my misplay. So yeah, that fight, you know, we didn't end up losing any health, so. I'm going to take recycle armor here. It's draw, it's healing, it's plated, that all seems good. I don't think so. I don't think that's quite, I don't think our deck is shuffling enough to do that. This seems like probably worth it. I do want to upgrade these, but I think drawing is overall a bigger improvement. It also potentially sets me up to take an Oblivion later. I don't think there's anything here that I really want to cut yet. We could go here. Mind Tap is also now a card we can take, which is nice. Alright. I think we absolutely do need to get that set up. Right. And we have Lifesteal this turn, which I need to remember. Means we play these first. So, I think the first play, as weird as it may seem, is to do that before we do this, just so we can get the extra damage on the detonations. Then, let's weak you. Could have cleansed there, but I think shield is our bigger concern right now. Still getting messed up by the sheer amount of cards that we are holding. Now we can get weak out on you. Somebody to turn off in a reflect. I had considered the fact that in a reflect, get the level, whichever the inner passive that gives you extra level 7 inner passive is actually really important here, which I hadn't considered, just because being able to force whatever is really nice. I realize I'm being incredibly articulate right now. being able to force out Brain, please cooperate. Can transform that. Being able to force out, or getting the extra card choices. Because like we only have a couple cards that we care about, so having it be more likely that we get those cards helps. Getting that detonation is worth it. All right. Actually, the Vinta decides to do the one thing it can do that isn't attack. I guess it's attacking twice this turn to make up for it. Alright. I want to play this. Yeah, I can do that. So that set it powerful because it hit a threshold where it should have created a whatever, but there wasn't space for it. All right, this is worth it because it effectively kills both of those. What's the bleed proc? Oh, hand space strikes again. Let's do that first. Because if I am going to summon, I may as well. Yeah. That summon ends up being effectively free. Once again, Benta comes out. It may be guaranteed that the Benta comes out not attacking now. Like, that may be a change. I don't know. Right. It's just not as much damage as I would like. I don't really need another ice block at the thing. Just do that. I guess we're going to win via reflect here, anyway. Alright. Cleansing shield seems okay. I probably should have taken the Mind Seed, get the growth going, but... That 11 shield. Oh, we are going to get shocked here. You're the annoying one here. Okay. I'd rather not shock explode if I can avoid it. I'd rather not arcane detonate rather if I can avoid it. And fortunately I can. This turn at least. This is a pretty good turn to use up this shocked. Oh, we've got 5% of 8 chance now from idols. which should have been keeping a better eye on. All right, let's. I think this will kill you. It does kill you. And getting just bonus detonations is always nice. So I think we do this because that's not going to fatigue us, which means that we get these for free. And then we'll do that. Question is, do I want to play this? We're getting... Do we have extra status decay? Doesn't look like it. So we're getting frozen anyway. So in that case, I think I'm fine playing it. I think getting the guarding tactics is the most important thing here. Unfortunately, can't use that. Oh, in my head that was going to kill. Although, I think it's pretty close. Just off of the... So we get frozen again. It should be fine. Let's actually just cleanse off here. 12 shield off that now. This seems worth it. And let's get the shield up, I think. Oh, we're getting rid of the frostbite. Do that just so we can get out extra charge up. My situation seems to be largely okay right now. Although that could easily change in the next area. So I did that because I wanted to get the extra damage from the detonations. We would not have gotten the kill without the freeze. Okay. Endure is pretty good. It doesn't help us with our overall problem, but I don't know that Careless Defense is doing anything for us. So Group Focus is not doing anything, not going to do anything for us. Entrance Strike, I guess that's 3 hits. They're going to be fairly small hits, though. We're not currently stacking powerful. And it takes up a whatever slot that would go to. I think we just go here. I really shouldn't be dodging normal fights because we really do just want more consistent ways to get rid of, or more consistent access to that one thing. Let's do this. Fortunately, this Endure is going to do absolutely nothing for us this turn because we got it on the basically the one turn that it's not online. I guess there's a chance. Alright, no luck. Alright. We get shocked here, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Yeah, because we have 0x3. And that's the shocked prediction. Oh, but this is actually going to hit us. I don't think that matters, but... No. BRB, misplaying. Is that enough bonus to get this kill? It is. Yay. So yeah, we get hit for 0x3. Uses up the shock ring, which means that the backwoods are definitely doing 0x3. I probably should have ice blocked one of those. See what we get out of this. So this opportunity stack isn't really that big of a deal. And that actually does give me something to ice block, which is good. Start by doing that. Oh, in my head that was still going to give me the kill, and it totally didn't. That was a mistake. Go ahead and do that. And we can do that. All right, that's good. This time we have enough space in hand. Dead. And then everything gets crunched. Okay. So I could play this. And then I guess doing this is fine. Doesn't actually kill it, but it forces it to do that. We do Arcane Detonate here, which maybe something I should have factored since that's our growth permanently gone. But, you know. Alright, we are going to be able to ice block the Insidious Power Stone here. Messed up a little bit. think this is probably what I want to just do with the turn, because it's going to do quite a lot of damage. Nice. Love seeing that when there's no defensive buffs up. Alright, just Arcane Blast him again. Alright, let's supercharge. Yeah, of course we have no access to damage here. Maybe we can do that, I guess. We get some retaliatory damage. And then this finishes it off. All right. So, Heroic Recovery ensures we can clear out idle stones. And we're going into cruelty stones, which makes this particularly valuable, I think. But it doesn't really shore up any of our problems with regards to how slow our damage output is. Breeding Arcane Nova kind of helps there. Depth Field helps give us more, but I have passed up a lot of cleanse. We should have this, I guess. So, I think we have to read this. I think we need to be able to stack more Reflect. Still don't really want to cut anything, which is probably a mistake. So, we do have these, which can give us Crystal Spikes. You know, we can't force reroll the Crystal Spikes, but it's still what it is. And then I think we try and take Ghostly Scream. This fight does have multi-hits. And I think it's probably manageable. This fight could be a major pain in the butt. Special Focus would be good, but I don't think it's worth the hassle. Arcane Feast I don't think we can quite use, but I might be willing to try it anyway. If we were offered it. Special Focus is the one though that I would want. There's no idols active. I don't think I can justify it. I think it's too much of a risk. I'm gonna be Arcane Leaked here, which is unfortunate. I'd really like to play this, but I don't want to get Arcane boomed. Guess we do that. I want to get more shield. So that I can get the double detonation there. I do want to be careful not to actually detonate here, though. So that's going to be where I end the turn. So here's the plan. We transform those, which we can redraw, and then they just give us heroes results for later. go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us a plated rank here. Oh, we don't have a way to hit. Oh no, I do have a plane here. It's a little awkward, but we are going to double detonate here, though, which I do not love. So much for our lovely everything we were stacking. Does this kill? Yes. Does that kill? No. I'm going to waste the energy here. You're dying to the counterattack, so I guess we're just going to do that. Alright. Let me do that for value. Yeah, that 5% evade chance that we picked up from idols is working against us, because we would have had lethal there if it wasn't for that. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling it. I think it's Contemplate or Arcane Focus here. I think Arcane Focus. Alright, and now we are really hoping that we find the Reflect card here. Because, yeah, it's already not pretty, and it is not going to look any better if we can't find. 5% evade chance. Shows up always when you need it least. Try and get that set up. Oh, this is gonna curse us. So I probably should have just hit this one, because I'm pretty sure it's going to actually attack us less. Also, I should have frozen myself against that, probably. You know, mistakes all around. The other good thing is I also would like to get a second Void Hardened skin from this fight. I don't think that I don't think that actually takes precedence over whatchamacallit, but right. Because like we are just really not able to stack Reflect right now, and it is obviously a big concern. Oh, whoops, we can't actually. It's awkward. Yeah, because I was hoping to get the whatever. So yeah, shield's a problem at this point. That will freeze at the end of turn. Right, because of cruelty. Making that 4 from the Frostbite. This is not a particularly useful turn to trip, whatchamacallit. I think it's still worth doing that though, just because like even with the curse stacking up, we just kind of need to get damage in when we can. Now absolutely seeing why I had the Hunt Resolve into my deck originally, because it was a way too stack, like I said, some curse. So we aren't going to get to draw cards from this because we're going to freeze. Makes you think it's probably not worth it. Yeah, our inability to stack Fortress means that I do not know how we're going to kill this. Do all that extra shield. Do that pop. Oh, the other thing is this guy gets a ton of extra status, max status from all the barriers that it constantly has up. And purity means that we can't, like, between the purity and the barriers, like, we can't afford to actually attack it ever. So, you know, just... It's that whole thing where this enemy is the enemy we have to fight, we want to fight most because of the cards that it drops, but it's the enemy we want to fight least because it counters us in basically every way. But we can do this. That would trigger a detonation on us. But we need to get the damage where we can. We're up to 7 non-temporary plated at this point. We can just convert those. I should give some real thought into converting the Frozen Hide. We are technically very, very, very slowly stack powerful thanks to the emptiness, but I don't think that's anywhere near enough to be relevant. Let's go for that. Yeah, 33 shield. All that powerful that is not going to help it. Not going to help us either, but... See, the powerful's not going to help it, but it is actually... Yeah, I was afraid that it was setting up more purity. Do this. Honestly, we don't need that anymore. So this will hit into the purity, which is fine. That would also pull up a purity, which is also fine. And we just get that damage out. Lots of incoming status, which... I think I have to keep trying to stack Fortress for all that it's kind of a futile endeavor. Or stack Reflect for all that it eats all of our energy. Pitch that, pitch that. Hey, we actually got a freeze off. Also, crucially, it's not going to be able to re-up whatever this turn. Let's just go ahead and do that. No point in playing that. Yeah, it's made it being a 3-part video at this point. Yeah, I don't even care anymore. Oh, I should though, because that's... means the lifesteal's on. Yep. Okay. So I want to get a bunch of shield. So that I can get the maximum detonation off. Maximum number of detonations off. Could be a shock here. Or I mean, it could be an arcane there, but it wasn't. Alright. So, get all of the reflect we can get, and I think this gives us finally the kill. Jesus Christ. Please. Thank you, God. So that is +6 reflect, which is massive. That is such an unspeakably huge, huge improvement. I'm going to pause for now and call that part 1. Hopefully part 2 will go a lot better. But yeah. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Until then, toodles.